So, welcome everybody to DrSwiss Moto, and today we are climbing the Klausenpass, which is a very cool stretch of road that goes up to 1,900 and something meters high, almost 2,000, and the views are just absolutely fantastic from up there, which you will be shown either on this clip or maybe on some drone shots or whatever. I'm not gonna do any promises because usually it goes very wrong, so yeah. I'm gonna give you a little update today as well, because I don't have much shit to talk about. Oh, there is a bus up there. Look at me, lucky me, lucky me. A little update on the Ducati. So the frame and the brakes will be back tomorrow, if everything goes to plan, from the powder coating. And then I only need the engine. So the engine I'm still waiting on. I think the garage is probably waiting on parts, because they told me they were gonna order everything they need and then call me up and I could go there and we could fix it together. So I'm assuming we are waiting on parts, because sometimes parts are a bit difficult to come about, especially on older motorcycles. So with the frame there is not much I can do with it without the engine, because the frame, the front bit and the back bits, that's very professional talk right there, they attach to the engine. So without the engine I don't have those mounting points, so I cannot start like putting it together. And also when the engine is back, that's probably gonna be another week or two of work, just cleaning it and painting it and doing all that. So yeah, the Ducati is moving forward. I've been painting some parts that aren't that visible on my own, as you do, and yeah, I've been doing some bits here, some bits there, just in preparation, so that when the bike is back, that we can slowly start putting it together. So that's the update. Another update on that front is that the bike, at the end of it being built, and of course I'm gonna ride it for a while, but the bike is gonna be sold. So I took the decision, with some help from some friends that are way smarter than I am. Hey cows, bye cows. And they asked me like, why don't you actually restore and do some customizing and sell them, so that you can always be doing that. And I'm like, you know what? That's a way better and more logical idea than just restoring them and keeping them for myself, because I must say my garage doesn't pack that many bikes and I'm not able to get a bigger space than that. So yeah, sorry, had to cough back there, so there's a bit of a cut. So yeah, that's the decision I made. I'm gonna start buying bikes, restoring them, customizing them and selling them. So it's not a full-fledged business, it's more of a hobby. And yeah, if at some point you want a bike or you see me doing something that you like, you can reach out and buy it, because it is for sale. So so that's the major update on that front. So Ducati Project is coming along nicely. I still don't think it's gonna be fully ready this year. Probably is, but more towards the winter. And what's the point of registering a bike like that in the winter? Not much of a point. So it's gonna be registered and MOT'd, or however that's called, in the next season. And then it's gonna go up for sale. So very sad, I know, but to be fair, if I really enjoy it and like it, I can always either build another one or just keep that one and start the business with another bike. So, oh, look at that, we have some views on views. We have the cows coming up the hill. This is very cool. This is properly cool. Look at that. Cows up there, cows down here. My question is, are they at some point gonna make some space for me to go by? Maybe they live in that house, so maybe they are about to go in, who knows. However, I enjoy this, so don't think I'm pestering. This is properly cool. Look at that. Look at those asses. You are getting some So I got a tip of how to go around them, so that's cool. Oh, sorry about that, another cut, another coughing. You probably notice when my voice is going. Very cool actually on this pass, not just on this pass, it's like a tradition everywhere, but I was here 1 year when they took all the cows up the hill, and then I was here exactly on the day they all went down the hill. So, and it was very, very cool, and if you go on my Instagram you'll see some pictures there of that. I can put one picture up here somewhere on how that looks, because they properly put the cows like with flowers around their necks and make them all look pretty. It's like an event, so it's very, very cool. And I was here like very early in the morning, like 6 in the morning or something, and they were coming up the hill, and it was the most idyllic scene in the world. Like the sun was about to come up in the Alps, hearing the bells of the cows, all with flowers around them, like pretty cool moment. And then again, like a couple months later, when the cows went back down, guess what, I was here again and watching that. And for the record, it was not on purpose, so I wasn't planning on it. I happened to be here exactly on both days, the day where they were coming up and the day where they were going down. So yeah, so this is the Klausenpass. If you see it, like it's proper amazing. So there is a freaking abyss on this side, there's a little tiny not that wide road on this side, and then there is a gigantic mountain on the other. So it's properly cool. It's not for the weak-hearted like myself, so it's one of those like I really struggle on this one just because it's so freaking high up, and I have my amazing fear of heights always accompanying me. That's why I keep a bit more on the left side than on the right side. Just in case you're wondering, like, why is that man riding in the middle of the road? That's why. I'm only gonna go on the side if I need to. So yeah. But yeah, this road is just properly amazing, properly beautiful. The views are just incredible. So I miss this. I properly miss this. So look at that. Isn't that incredible? And I'm trying to keep my head as still as possible so that the image is as good as possible, so that you guys can enjoy this as much as you can, because it really is something. It really is something. Wow, look at that. Hey Meanie. So slowly but surely going up. I was here on a day where it was foggy, and when I say foggy, it was like you couldn't see shit. And I think it was actually the first time I rode on this pass, and it was just whoa, absolutely spooky as hell, because you could tell that you were like on the bare edge of a freaking abyss. but you couldn't tell how deep it was, and that's like worse than seeing like how deep that goes. It's knowing that it goes deep, but you don't know how deep. And I know that sounds very sexual, but yeah, it was one of those spooky moments. So yeah, for now I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna do some drone shots right around here because it looks freaking amazing, and I'll be right back. We're back. Hope you enjoyed that little drone clip I did back there. It's pretty incredible views, and it's gonna get, I'm not gonna say better because I always say better, but it's gonna get the same. There are some incredible views up here which we are gonna enjoy as well. And look at that. So I had my helmet open. I don't know how much you heard from all that, but yeah, that's so good. It feels so good. So yeah, just going up Klausenpass, enjoying some views, getting some drone shots, sharing it with all of the interwebs, all 2 of you people, and yeah, I cannot complain about this right now. There is a lot I can complain about, but not about this exact situation. Oh, look at that. It's not, and by the way, it's not even that cold. I don't even have my thermals with me because they stayed with Rolf in his rucksack last time we went for a ride. So yeah, I don't have those, but actually I don't need them. It really is a nice warm morning up here, which is a nice change of pace. And by the way, I fixed the bike. Not that I fixed it, it wasn't broken, but I did complain on the last video about the Transalp, and I think I've complained about this bike a couple of times. Even Rolf said so when he rode it, that it's very harsh. And it was very harsh, like, but I knew there was, like, on the back suspension you can, like, turn a little handle and make it, like, a bit more soft, etc. But I've been slacking, and I never did that, and I never tried that, and I always complained about the harshness, never did anything about it. And yesterday I turned that knob just round and round and round, and today I must say the bike rides way better. Way better. So that's no longer a complaint that I have, that this bike is too hard, or that you have like those clunks when you hit a hole or something. Right now this is very bumpy and it just glides over it. It doesn't break your back as you're going over it, so success, I would say. And now we are getting to the top of the mountain, of the pass, not the mountain, and it's 1952 meters. So, oh, and look at that, there are motorcycles up here, so I'm not the first one. No. So yeah, I'm gonna stop at my usual spot, which is marked with an X on the floor right here. And yeah, look at that amazing freaking view. It's so good, it's so good. So yeah, and with that view I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna do some drone shots up here as well. I'm gonna take some pictures, and that's it. Just a small video to show you some views, give you some updates on the Ducati, tell you that I finally fixed the suspension on the Triumph, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody that subscribes, that comments, that likes the videos. You guys are just the freaking best. So buckle up, Buttercup, because it's gonna be a wild ride.